Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I'll wait a little bit. Okay, may as well let people know. Give me a sec. There you go. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, hello there everybody, this is BB13 here, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. Okay, now what was I doing? A mother's love. Okay, Stonewood Manor must be located in Grand Surrey. And that would be here. Yeah, I think I do recall it would definitely make sense because this is where the Cardona Cemetery is at. So odds are it would be this place right here. Let's put a compass mark on it and... Hi, how the heck are you, man? I'm doing fine, Pip. How are you doing?
I'm done with the archives for now. Can I help you with anything else?
As a matter of fact, you can. The thing is, our chief inspector has vanished, as if we weren't undermanned enough as it is.
Wait, what do you mean, vanished?
Gone missing on a case. Shady business, but that's besides the point. See that board? Pending cases are posted there for any available officers to investigate. I would take them myself, except that I've been told to work the reception desk, like some clerk. Yes, we're that short-handed.
I understand your predicament, but what does any of it have to do with me? I may be available, but I'm certainly not an officer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Consider yourself a temporary one-man independent police force. That's a bit of a mouthful. There's just one small, minor, basic formality. You'll need to complete our physical training course. Easy.
Well, I'm not one to balk at a spot of exercise. What must I do?
That's the spirit. Sergeant Ermy will show you the ropes. Follow me.
Okay. Alright. IPEP says, pretending to work before I mow the yard. I mean, there must be it's something manly about mowing the lawn. Like, what could be more manly than taking care of your own property? And also, welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, and as you all can see here, we are indeed the young Sherlock Holmes. Like when Sherlock Holmes is in his teenage years, or young adult years, before he became the world's greatest detective, before he became the consulting detective, and before we all know Sherlock Holmes, who he is today. We were playing as his teenage or young adult life, with a lawnmower in one hand and a frothy cold can in the other. Now that's what I'm talking about, Bib. Way to live up life, man.
So, you're a newcomer. We must be desperate to ask untrained civilians for help.
You're lucky to have a well-trained civilian with a brand new auto pistol in his arsenal.
An automatic. A bit of a braggart, aren't you?
Are you trying to test me already?
That is why you're here, boy.
Yeah, stay hydrated, Bib.
Try your skills before I can allow you to catch criminals. The first targets are in the next room. You know what to do with them. I'll join you in a while to see the results.
Alright, let's go.
Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit every target to show the sergeant how we do it.
Hooray!
See to the next room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork.
Come on, Sherry. It's just like in childhood.
Okay, first left control the crouch.
Steady, Sherry. Steady. And go. My favourite mannequins for attack. Let's strike them ninja style. Aim for where you might take advantage and don't forget the environment.
Pwn them perps. Oh, I will, Ep. And also, just in case that you want to know, Ep, Sherlock Holmes does not believe in killing. So he would rather just do this. Get this thing that's going to move straight down on him. And then head over here, pop it in the hat.
This all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's
I
move
could have
on.
died laughing if he shot the guy doing sit-ups. No, that's John Watson. Sherlock Holmes' friend.
Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely on our wits. Shoot off their armor.
Okay.
Hooray! All right, let's move on, Sherry.
Not for long.
If you stand here and use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry. It's all calculated.
Okay.
Look at that helmet.
Snuff.
You won't be able to get the powder past it.
Helpful advice, John. I would never have guessed.
Good job, new boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results.
Alright.
Well, I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary...
Snuff box. And yeah.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men. Your task is to detain them, not to kill them. So don't go shooting anyone in the eye. That goes for in the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill. Here, take these. They are blank rounds.
Okay, so basically...
Are you ready?
Always ready.
Then let's get cracking.
Okay, so basically what he's saying is that if you're gonna be a cop, you can't kill.
And remember,
Unless it's necessary.
surroundings are your playground.
Murder is cruel and excessive. Try to arrest the enemy instead. Disorient your enemy close and then arrest him. Okay. Here we go.
I'm coming for you.
Okay, so we gotta head over here. And... do that. Yes! One apprehended. Okay, uh-oh. Okay, get over here. Okay, get rid of the armor. Okay, head over here. And then we... Yes!
You've lost.
Okay, let's reload.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Okay, he has a mask on his face.
Time to knock this.
And... That is how we do it.
Give him the pepper snuff.
That is how we do it, y'all. That is how we do it.
Proved yourself. Congratulations on the arrests. I can't believe you did so well with the close combat.
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate. You are now an authorized crime scene consultant. Well,
Which is also known as private consultant.
Safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification. Congratulations.
Now you're a certified crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
Alright, let's go ahead and do some cases. And a motherfucking snuff box. Bandit lair has it marked on your map. Okay. Alright, let's check out the case book for this case. Okay, report number 18-4. A sailor was stabbed to death in a fight at the Golden Eel Bar, which is located on Scarlet Street in the Old City, west of Sesame Street. Okay, the suspect is Brian Lee, Alec Chapanids, dock worker, and Selin Yunan, the traitor. Okay.
Nice to see you. Good neighbors, good
And also, just in case some of you may want to know, the game is based in the 1800s. Yeah, the early 1800s. So please keep that in mind. There will be stuff that would be considered controversial today. So please keep that into consideration, please. Like, for instance, how people treat women and how people treat minorities back then. It has no reflection on what people treat each other today. Okay, so Old City, west of Sesame Street. Okay. There's Old City. And there's Sesame Street. So, right here. Mark it down. And we gotta head... Okay, so we gotta run all the way there. Alright. Okay, we're doing good. Alright, yeah. Alright, this way. Excuse me, coming through. Okay, yep, down this way. Scalidio Bookstore. Harbor Master Building. And we gotta go down this way. Yeah. And there should be a bridge right over here. And let's see, we gotta go this way. And also, this game is based on when Great Britain was in part of was occupying. I think it was occupying, or did they invade? I'm not exactly sure, but I know for a fact that there was a time when Great Britain was definitely on the Ottoman Empire. Hence why we saw a British-speaking constable there. And how do you see all these buildings and stuff? It's because of the Ottoman Empire. Okay, let me make sure on something. Okay. Let's solve our first case. I mean, nice, is that west of Sesame Street. Okay, let me see. Excuse me. Oh, the golden eel. This must be it. Okay, inside. Oh, west of Sesame Street. Ah, this building. No? Okay, that's north, south, east, west. Here. Okay, there really must be a way for me to get inside. Ah, must be somewhere here. Okay, it has to be somewhere here. Okay. In the bar fight on Scarlet Street. Oh, Scarlet Street. Oh, Sesame. Oh, Scarlet Street's right there. Okay, I misread my instructions. Darn it, I was close. Excuse me. Okay, this way. It is here mosque. Northern Old City. Okay, so Scarlet Street. Okay, so Scarlet Street and the Old City west of Sesame Street, which we found it here. So now... Okay, so I guess we gotta look for our what exactly? Golden Eel Bar. Okay. Okay, I gotta find this Golden Eel Bar. Has to be around here somewhere. Clothing trader.
I remember the monument. Cordona's legendary pirate, the Robin Hood of the place. Do you recall it, John?
I do. I wonder if... What is that?
Okay, let's see. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, so it must be somewhere here on Scarlet Street. Wrong way. Okay, it must be somewhere here on Scarlet Street. Ah, here, it's a golden eel. Let's get inside.
It's really got out of hand here.
Oh, jeez. Okay. We definitely got a case on our hands here. Okay.
Solid oak. It took quite a blow to break it. Shards of a broken bottle with blood on them.
Okay, some glasses.
The lenses are very thick. The owner of these glasses is very nearsighted. Someone must have landed hard on it.
Alright.
Spilled beer led to spilled blood.
F no.
That's a lot of blood. The victim was stabbed several times. Sharp enough to gut a fish or a man. An ordinary kitchen knife.
Okay, now it's time to get into the Mind Palace. Crime scene reenacting. Buy a beer first. I wish. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. A customer got angry at the service that the employee or the manager tried to calm the customer down. One person hit a person so hard that he fell down there. That seemed right. And then, yeah, that's how the chair was there. Hit the guy like that. And then he stabbed him. Don't really know. Could be that guy. And let's see, was there blood here? Yeah, I think that's right. Yes!
When the trader accidentally spilled his beer over the sailor, the traitor punched the soldier who came crashing down on a table. The worker smashed a bottle over the trader's head, then the sailor knocked the worker out with a chair. The soldier is the real killer. He wanted to knife the trader but killed the sailor due to his poor eyesight.
And that is how it's done, boys! And so now, let's head back to the PD and call this case solved, man. That is how we do it, man. Then now we're going to head over here.
You have 3 people detained on suspicion of murdering a sailor in a bar fight. All evidence indicates that the soldier among them is the true killer. He was the last man standing.
Very well. Soldier or not, he'll get what he deserves. I'll see to it personally. Nice work. Try solving another case. It seems you have a knack for it.
F yeah! 20 bucks to solve the case. Maybe we'll come back and do some more cases. Okay, but for right now, this should be the place over here, I think. Okay, so we can head to the cemetery. Alright. And we go this way. Once again, this game is based in the early 1800s, so please bear that in mind, okay?
Help me, please.
Yes, sir. It'll be an honor to help you.
People say that there's an abandoned manor at LeBronc Road between Vernon Street and Silent Way. Oh, what? We gotta go this way. That should be the house because it definitely looks abandoned. Yeah, this totally looks abandoned. Like, look at all those trees and all these vines and stuff. Definitely abandoned.
Hey, Sherry, there's post here, and it seems as if the letter was delivered recently.
Mycroft, you mother fludger! He has to be the only one who knows that we're gonna come here. Yep. I hope this letter does not reach you before it would mean that you have committed yourself to an absurd flight of fancy. The past is the past. To expend any more time and energy retreating one's steps is at best childish indulgence and at its worst pathological weakness. Consumption is an ugly end, and were you better off for not witnessing it, despite all your protestations? One presumes by now that you have visited our mother's final resting place. I trust that this has satisfied your impenitent impulses and frees you to return here to London at once. It is time to turn your back on what was and help to shape what it could be. The nation needs you. Mycroft.
After reading that, I am even less eager to return home than before. Let's look at our manor.
That's the Mycroft. Predictable.
There she is. Our old manor. It's smaller than I remember.
You were a couple of feet short of that then, Sherry. Or maybe it's bigger on the inside.
Willy Wonka effect. That's inside.
All over the door. I don't recall hearing of a fire.
We don't have to stay here. You can afford another night or two at the hotel.
It's stuck.
Oh well, let's just head back. They probably haven't even stripped our room yet.
Come on. Must be locked.
Move aside. Let me have a go. Seems fine to me, Sherry. This barrier, perhaps it's mental, not physical.
Or perhaps the rest of us are simply constrained by reality, John. I wonder if there's a key secreted somewhere in the garden.
Take a look around, Sherlock. I'm sure you'll discover something.
Let's put in concentration mode to find it.
Why does this barn give me such an unpleasant feeling?
Oh, I know. It's because Mycroft used an axe to shoo you out of here. It scarred you for life, but I enjoyed it.
I did not expect these to still be here. It was enjoyable to practice using real handcuffs to make an arrest.
Hey, that's Wooden Joe. He was always the best at playing criminals.
An irreplaceable tool for catching a thief. And this must be the reason our suspect was apprehended. Wood and glass, very precious. Funny, Wooden Joe reminds me of the trouble we once got in with the police. Do you remember, John?
Somewhat. Maybe we can recall more details.
Okay, nothing back here. Ah. There you go. Okay, is it? Aha! I had a feeling they were doing that. A policeman would have to come inside.
The policeman brought us both home, John. That's why he was here.
I'm pretty sure he brought something else with him too. You remember what it was? I bet it was our reward.
No. It was a set of lockpicks that we had used to sneak into someone's house. That's why we were arrested.
Did someone come out to investigate all the commotion?
It was Mycroft. He smoothed things over and convinced the policeman not to press charges. The officer left and never returned. But we had to endure a serious talking to from my brother. Mycroft wasn't happy about the fact that we were arrested. It felt like he lectured us for hours.
Did we give him something afterwards, Sherry?
Oh, yes. Yes, now I remember. It was a letter. That's why we snuck into the house. Mycroft asked us to. He wasn't angry we stole, but that we got caught.
Oh, that's right. It's been only a couple of months after we moved to Cordona. Ugh, the good old days. Whoa.
How very odd. It appears that memory stood between me and the manor. It's as if my mind palace had seeped into the real world. This deserves further investigation. Perhaps there's more to discover inside.
As long as there is a comfortable place to put my feet up, I'll be happy. Maybe a chaise longue.
Aha! In we go.
Home sweet home, Sherry.
Nice place. A little bit on the dusty side, but we'll fix that.
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
Okay, what's this? We've been instructed that a public auction take place on the 20th July at Stonewood Manor. A lot has been selected from the finest pieces of property owned by the Holmes family and have been evaluated by experts. Their authenticity is confirmed.
And I was wondering why it's so empty in here.
There may be a small chance that some of our property could be found among local traders' wares. It is worth a look, wouldn't you say? One of the first things I saw when entering this house as a child. It's like déjà vu. Mycroft's umbrella, the only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Another memory incoming, Sherry.
Strange. I struggle to recall anything about the day we moved in. The only detail I'm sure of is that it was raining early that morning. brought a slew of belongings with her. She refused to leave a single thing in London. Mycroft had to spend the whole day dealing with it. This trip was a challenge for our mother. I tried to help her. There was always a hat on our stand, but I'm sure it did not belong to Mycroft.
Do you feel it? Is it the air shimmering, or is it my imagination?
Okay, this is cool. Okay, so let's see. He would have to come, let's see. People would have to come out from here, so... Yeah, the umbrella was there. And then there's that hat, so that is good. Okay, that part seems to be fine. I think that'll work. Yes!
We'll be told that Mrs. Holmes is suffering from tuberculosis. It is common to move closer to the sea in such cases.
Thank you, Dr. Richter. No, Sherlock, step away from her. Upstairs. Go to your room.
Lean on me, Mother. Take your time.
Actually, I never heard her coughing. I remember now.
Tuberculosis. Ugh. Mycroft was serious while dealing with luggage when he saw Sherlock trying to help his mother up. He commanded him to go upstairs to our room. The last person to arrive was a Dr. Otto Richter. He said that the neighbors will believe that Violet has tuberculosis. Sherry just realized that he never heard her coughing.
Oh, I feel dizzy. It's stuffy in here, isn't it?
John, are you all right?
I'll be okay in a minute.
Wait a minute, why is John
How
flicking?
about we find our room in the meantime?
Okay, that was strange. John was flicking. That's not a glitch.
Look at this. It's like traveling 10 years into the past with a single step. Oddly satisfying.
Ah, Sherlock's room.
Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets.
Okay, check underneath the toy chest.
Cannot believe all my toys are still here.
Hey, they were not just yours. They were half mine too.
Ah,
An artifact from Palau carved out of bone and claimed to be 300 years old. My mother proved it was a fake. My very favorite plaything. It was the perfect pirate treasure. The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity. Look at this, John. Remember how desperately I wanted to learn the violin? I never had a proper opportunity.
Such a shame. I always hated the rule about being silent in this place.
Have to be silent? Ah, come on.
The only fiction book on my table. I can still hear my mother reading it to me. Interesting.
Aha!
What's that over there?
That's a weird looking key.
The knob has a cross-shaped end. Too intricate to be merely a handle.
You know what? That definitely looks like a key. Let's poke around and see if we
So
can
many
find
pleasant
any
evenings were spent here with the Encyclopedia Americana.
I mean, I wouldn't mind reading an encyclopedia sometimes.
A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring into the sky. I've definitely found a better use for it.
You mean for spying on people?
Spying on the girls. John dare me to find what's hidden in this room.
This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now.
Ah!
Oh, it reminds me of our neighbour. He had the same balloon in his yard, only bigger. Do you remember?
Yes, we visited him several times while living here.
Aha! Suitable opening. Cross-shaped.
Perfect match.
Ah!
Made of cherry wood, father's favorite.
This must have been Sherlock Holmes's pipe.
Still has a faint odor of tobacco, one of the few things on this island that smell like home.
Small, straight smoking pipe made of cherry wood that belongs to Sherry's late father, Secure Holmes. We had to try and hide it from Violet, as she didn't know we stole it from his cabinet in London. The wood is old, its surface is worn from frequent use. It has been well maintained, a faint smell of tobacco lingers. Sherlock has taken his father's pipe with him. It carries a sense of considerable sentimental value.
My small archive of crime clippings. Maybe I should pick up this habit again.
I knew you'd find it in no time.
F yeah. Okay, anything I need to go here? Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, now it's time to go to the Mind Palace. Mother died of tuberculosis, but she didn't cough, so no tuberculosis. Mycroft lied. Mycroft hid the truth about the death of her mother and lied when he told me that she died of tuberculosis. Police records about my mother's death are missing. We had a neighbor on the island who was friends with my family. Okay, oh. The wall over here.
Oh, these must be the notes of my earliest observations. We wanted to locate a particular dog we'd spotted, and we met it, didn't we? I'll never forget how challenging it was to obtain this simple sketch.
Okay, anything else around here? Excuse me. Family friend. There's no records about my mother's death. We had a family friend on Cordona. He may know something.
Wasn't that neighbour missing a finger?
That does sound vaguely familiar. Wasn't his name, Theodore? Theodore Gilden, perhaps?
It's the perfect time to investigate.
Alright, we know where to go to. Alright, Mr. Theodore Gilden, I am ready to gild in your halls. Okay, that must be the neighbor over there. Yeah, that's beautiful. Maybe someday I'll go to Cordona. If Cordona is still around. Ooh, what happened?
That wretch Goliath would murder us all. Mark my words.
Okay, what the fudge happened here?
Destruction and trampled ground. Destruction and trampled ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof, contortionist you were not. Disjointed vertebrae. Difficult to say if it was a way to start or finish him off. A belt from a dressing gown. Curious. A kneecap reduced to splinters. A missing pinky. Middle-aged. It's none other than Theodore Gilden.
Oh boy, Sherlock. Another death means another question.
And we shall answer the question. It's far too interesting to give it up to the police.
He just loves having cases. Goliath. Elephant print. Clean hook, full hook.
Really? People are hopeless.
Ugh, that is disgusting.
A strong pull broke this leash.
And some blood.
A pool of blood and saliva, simply as a result of impact.
Sherlock, take a picture of the footprint. It's valuable evidence.
Okay, we gotta take a picture of that.
This photograph can help us find the old article about the elephants. The front page was fascinating. It was hard to believe as a child.
True. We may need it in our investigation.
Ugh.
A royal suite for a favourite pet.
Plenty of food to satisfy even the most fastidious.
Some of this food went bad. Yeah, some of this food may have went bad. Ugh. That's for an elephant as well? Jeez. Okay, what happened here?
A coal gas tank, enough to pump up an airship.
Ooh.
A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes. It's seen a lot of use. The blade is worn from grinding. Fresh signs of impact. A rough landing led to an altercation with this shed.
Yeah. Oh boy, man. Jeez, poor elephant. Poor spoiled elephant. Had its own pool. Had its own buffet line. He's being the elephant's being treated more better than a human being. Okay, so now they're reenacting this. Okay. No. Something like that, possibly. And yeah, okay, this might work. The elephant got him. Beat him down like a piece of meat on the ground. And then he walked away.
In a fit of rage, the elephant broke the chain and threw its victim on the ground with a fierce power. Escaping the scene, it pulled the body with it, but dropped it. At least some of this was witnessed by a third party who was hurled against the shed. The elephant can't have gone too far. I can still track it.
Well, suppose you find it. Then what? Push it all the way back to the manor?
Yes. I would love to have a pet elephant. Okay. Animal suspect. I can check the newspaper archives, the front page story written by scientist journalists that was published years ago. Like, I'll do that. But first of all, let's do this one. It could not have gone far without attracting attention. Okay. So it's this way.
Excuse me, just one question.
That's a question I can answer.
The elephant named Goliath crossed the Greek bridge in the direction of the forest. Where Theodore used to walk it. I guess we went across the Greek bridge, which would be this. Okay. Okay, let's see. Key to the forest ruins. Must be over here. Ah.
The elephant barged into this cart of olive oil.
What if we're lucky and he slipped and fell somewhere along the way?
No, I don't think that would be the case, Watson. Gratitude to this land, to this island will grow. As to this, let's see, will grow just as this tree. I gifting you from the most responsible citizen in Cardona, Theodore Gilden.
Okay, hear me out. If an elephant falls in the forest and there's no one around to...
John, no.
Oh no.
Oh, you're such a killjoy.
Yeah, Sherlock has always been that. Is he coming through? Landing in the water. Aha!
Strange. It was hung with care.
Yeah, meticulous, isn't it? And a motherfucking key.
The game has escaped us for now. We'll find a solution to the elephant problem later.
But although she's a female, she's far less frightening than your beast. Please reconsider the situation.
Want to go for a swim?
Nah. Well, it looks like this is going to be it for today's live stream, everyone. Tomorrow's live stream, we're going to go back to playing The Way of the Hunter. And I'm hoping to see you all there tomorrow. Have a good day, everyone.